This is the sound of hospice money. Could you just answer the question, what's the need for a 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA? Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You don't know what's going on?
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California. That there is $6,000 per beneficiary. Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get them made back just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called
I'm sorry, let's just take a pause. I'm nervous for this one because it's like, we know Minnesota's very liberal, but we know California is extremely liberal.
It's crazy to really think about that. We just found out about the homeless scandal. So now you finna find out about hospice. Ain't that when people die, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's all type of scandals. She said she a daycare.
California might be fraud capital.
I remember during COVID, I remember everybody used to say California unemployment tap in.
This is crazy because Trump said that California is projected to have 10 times more fraud than Minnesota. So wow, people just commit fraud. We're getting scammed. No, that's quite literally what it is. People paying tax dollars, they're getting scammed.
But it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me that people will continue to vote for the left whenever in every left state they have the highest fraud, highest crime, highest mental health problems. But then you'll move to Florida or Texas and then continue to vote for that.
Their mind is chemically imbalanced.
California. That there is $6,000 per beneficiary. Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get them made back just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2026. Their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However, their spending has. There has been a 1,000% increase in hospice care in the Los Angeles County. In fact, 1 out of every $10 of home health care in America is spent in Los Angeles.
Wow.
On top of that, their government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
I'm seeing the pattern right now.
Who's surprised though?
Bro, Joe Biden, this is why they said, Kamala said, Joe Biden's fine. Everybody said, Joe Biden's good. Because they were getting money. And think about it, the people at power, these are just locals, these citizens that was coming up off some money. The people that were in power,
Nancy.
that's why they said the first day Kamala got on that PJ and went till they found her Airbnb, she was living real good. First night, well, I lost.
Remember how rapidly she raised the campaign money?
Bro.
She had more campaign money than Trump did.
Yeah, she raised over $1 billion.
Wow, man.
To lose.
Filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars. In this video, we'll be going face to face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around millions and billions.
No, what type of place is this? That's a healthcare. Does that say healthcare? Oh, a hospice care. Okay. Wow. Okay.
It looked like a hotel.
Yeah, it
looks like a nice place, man. It looks like a great place.
Y'all, I want to talk to you about something I didn't expect to be taken at my age. Up until now, I've taken my energy levels for granted, but my workouts haven't been giving me that same return. The mid-afternoon crash has been hitting me like a train. I'm just not getting the same output every day like I'm used to. So I've done a little research and I learned that most men around 30 start losing their testosterone, about 1% every year. And when the new year hit, I treated it like a reset. All right, didn't want stimulants, needles, or anything that shuts down my body's natural systems. So I wanted something that would actually work with my body. And that's why I'm so glad I found Mars Men. I take this stuff every day.
So the body always still makes testosterone, but a lot of it gets locked up by a protein called SHBG. It's basically like having money in the bank, but your debit card won't work. You can't get it out. So Mars Men is basically designed to help free that up so that your body can use the testosterone that it naturally produces. So it's not like an injection or a synthetic or anything like that. It's a real, like, clinically dosed, and it's been third-party tested, all made in the United States of America, so it's good stuff.
For a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. Please support the show and tell them we sent you.
Confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around luxurious cars that cost more than $100,000 that you actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue to receive money from the government.
So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up and have been graffitied. And then you also have just a big dumpster right here with all this garbage, and then the daycare is right there. We're gonna go in right now.
We actually have a homeless person there too.
Oh.
See that?
There's actually somebody sleeping here right now.
Send us the money.
Hello?
We're gonna clean it up.
You all right? Yeah. And so there is a homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there. This does not look like a place where you'd want to bring your child, and it does not look suitable and set the code to be a place where children are enrolled. So they do have some children here. How many do they usually say they have, or what's the story with the children?
The last few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
Yes.
They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling, so let's see if little Joey can leer a little bit here at Medina. Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey? Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey into daycare.
They have as their backup facility the UMI Learning Center, and the UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024 of having 150 ghost kids. So I want to find out what the affiliation is and why this facility is listed as the backup.
Yeah, can I get the paperwork to enroll a child?
Yes, I can.
Great.
What do you think about daycares being used for fraudulent businesses to receive money from the government to say they're enrolling 39 children, 89 children, and for millions of dollars be going towards these facilities? What do you think about that as you do work in a daycare?
No, it does happen. I've seen it like elsewhere. I've seen it listening to the news. So it does happen. Time to time.
Thank you.
The card that they gave us, this is the licensee, the person who owns it.
And that's so far been the only thing they've been able to give us as to how to enroll a child. Mm-hmm. And then in the back corner of this parking lot appears to be the playground. Here's a bunch of garbage, and then right here appears to be the playground. Wow. Some strange things are happening outside this daycare. Whether or not it's fraudulent, there is a lot of suspicious activity taking place. This right here is Hayden Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently they have 14 children enrolled. Tell us a little bit more about this daycare right here. We're in the middle of the hills here in San Diego.
So according to state records, when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled, but 0 present. And then this place was also cited for having missing children's records and also not having a facility roster.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle of a neighborhood. Hello?
I was naked, okay?
No, you weren't.
I can sue you. I was like, I wasn't dressed. I'm a Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child in the daycare?
You don't know what's going on?
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Right.
It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
At this point.
I do care. Then where are the children?
You don't care.
Where are the children at?
It's not enough, Minnesota. You come here.
Where are the children at? Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing is she's making a video right now. She's gonna send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 14 children, no children here, and this is from the state
bad, bro. This is bad.
I'm seeing the pattern right now. Them Somalians just keep doing it, bro.
But 89% of the people arrested for it are Somalian. Of course, we know that they're doing it.
I thought it was
Why
just,
is it being allowed is the question.
I thought it was just in Minnesota, but in California.
Yeah, for it to be another big population of Somalians.
Man,
But
I wonder who Telegram they tapped into.
in Maryland, when we seen those, Africans that were getting like $1 million a year? Was it Africans or were those Somalians too? Remember Maryland?
Somalia's in Africa.
No, I meant, okay, so it did say African, so maybe it could have been Somalians.
They be finessing.
But either way,
bro.
yeah, they said they were African, and in Maryland they were getting like, it was multiple businesses, over $1 million a year.
It makes sense, bro. I know somebody sent that telegram out. Said,
But it's like,
join. I got the sauce.
This is fraud, guys. So the fact that we have people like Ilhan Omar saying they're going after a certain type of community for doing wrong to the American people that's already been here, that's ultimate gaslighting.
Very much so. I mean,
this is a different state.
I mean, it's just the fact that fraud is illegal. It's illegal. Why is it so allowed? I don't understand.
I'm sorry to say this,
by all Somalians,
Ohio Somalians.
Oh,
Minnesota.
we know the Somalians do the most fraud here. It's clear. But there's probably lots of other people if they can figure it out.
Yeah, we don't know who figured it out. Because
Russia's got hit up for the same thing a long time ago, but it wasn't in California though. That's why I was like, this is crazy, bro.
Medicare is for anybody 65 and over, so they'll give you a Medicare ID number, and that number is what's used to bill Medicare.
So essentially, if they can get a number from somebody, it's almost like getting a credit card number, and then from there they can continue to bill and bill and bill and get that Medicare money.
Exactly. It's actually more beneficial than finding a credit card these days. Anybody can get a hospice license, actually. You don't need to be a physician. You don't need to be a doctor. You can apply and get a hospice license in the state of California. They bill, they take the Medicare numbers, they bill Medicare, the Medicare sends them a check right away. It's an easy process.
So an old person might be a bit naive to giving somebody their Medicare number,
Yes.
and without them even knowing, that's more valuable than giving them their credit card number.
Correct.
In fact, in LA, there's locations that will teach you how to open up your own hospice center. So I went there with a potential business partner to try and become a multi-millionaire in hospice.
We know that hospice is a very lucrative business, so I joined a business partner right here. His name's Darren, and we're here outside the Hospice Consultants, and we would like to start our own hospice today. We're just two young men who want to become millionaires here inside the United States, and it seems like the only way to do it nowadays is by committing fraud. So we're gonna go in and see if we can start our own hospice. Are you guys the Hospice Consultants?
Yes.
Oh, can we talk to you guys?
About?
I want to open my hospice.
For immigrants!
Yeah.
Okay, what was your name?
My name's Nick, but I want to open up a hospice.
I understand, but we don't take care of that.
Can I get some information?
Nobody
Do you want a number?
Yeah, or give me a flyer or something. And this is the Hospice Consultant.
I've seen what I need to see, man. They just set up a little desk and they just had little random people come work there.
Go up in there and...
Because, I mean, look, I just looked it up. I mean, if you say you're a daycare, you can get funded by $83,000 in Texas. So just put a little sign on your door just like that. You don't pay the rent off. How much is it? We're going to get that. We're going to pay them off. We're going to get about 2 employees and we going to chill. Like, I mean, who coming?
Just have 5
Knock
kids.
on the door. Yeah, we be having kids. We be having
closed.
kids. I mean, what could they say? Because it's happening. I mean, obviously, that's why I was like, I thought it was checks on these businesses, on every business to see if it's like,
That's the point. That's the point. But they said in the very first one, they were like, yeah, they said they had this many kids this long ago. Who checked that off? Who said that they did?
But she said they had 0 kids, 0 ghost kids, and they were supposed to have 14.
It's just like if you're getting taxpayer dollars, government funding, it should be a check on the business.
Like Trump said, I think the best solution for this is to move it to the state level because the federal government has too many things to worry about than this.
Hey, I can see why people probably was pissed off.
Them Harry Potter words.
We should have.
Holly Angels.
LA Hospice.
So I feel like if you put a grant in, no matter what, you're getting approved.
Maybe.
I don't know.
In that time?
I mean, if you got a sign like this and a door number and the address is looking like you good.
3397
in Democrat state.
Main Street.
In Democrat cities.
We got your 59,000 coming through the wire. Let me know when
Hold
you
on, guys. This guy, he looks like a regular.
That like a kid.
Why are you guys pocket watching, man? Leave the fucking people alone.
Because this is taxpayers' dollars that are paying for all this stuff.
Okay. What the fuck is it? That ass just working, bro.
With taxpayers' dollars receiving money from Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you name it. And it just seems like a lot of people are getting rich off of
busy, bro. I have work.
The death of old people. What do you do for work here?
Bro.
He's an immigrant too.
Right.
It's sad to think about it. Here in the United States, we're literally being defrauded by people who are
That's just his
Nick
count.
Shirley is a good. Hey,
He's a goat, bro.
He is
Shout
a
out
goat.
Nick, man. Hey, Nick. If you watching, man, I've been watching you for a long time.
You a real
man.
nigga.
I've been watching you, I think, since you was at like 50K. My bad. But anyways, I mean, this is just crazy, guys. I mean, Trump said it.
Nick Shirley gonna be president one day.
Could we just be some haters that we didn't find out about this sauce? That's why we speaking about it.
What do you mean?
Bro, it's stealing.
You think if you knew this sauce, you'd be on it? You'd be doing it right now?
I think you would be.
Would you?
Nope.
I don't think
I'm not a
I would.
Somalian.
It is fraud, so it seems like it's a risk in it.
It's definitely a risk. People got
Hold
caught.
on. Imagine you come out with at least 30 mil, but you
30
spent,
million.
you only got to do 5 years.
It's not worth it.
I'm not going to jail.
For 30 mil?
It's not worth it.
For the 3 years, 30 mil.
It's not worth it. But at the end of the day, these people are sitting on their ass, and Trump, like Trump said, this is happening in Democrat states. It's happening in Democrat states. It's happening in Republican states, but I think you're more likely to get caught. Because we believe in the police, and we believe in,
Ohio is a Republican state, and they still had it going on there.
They say Democrat city, though, because I heard him. He said Democrat cities, maybe not states.
I'm just.
It's happening everywhere.
I'm just saying.
But, I mean, so there's
Georgia's red, and I'm pretty sure it's happening in Georgia, too.
But it happened the most in Minnesota and California.
Facts.
I mean, this seemed like a
In
pretty...
Chicago, we don't know what's going on in
But
Chicago.
to me, it seems common. So you saying black people stupid because we couldn't figure out the sauce?
Well, it was black people that figured out the sauce. It's just from a different culture.
No, we can't.
You can't claim the Somalians now.
Claim the Somalians.
I just said they from a different culture.
The African American community.
But no, actually, people that come from Israel, Jews are like on a high level amount of Medicaid and all that. Like they're
not doing fraud. They just on welfare off the video I seen.
Yeah.
Jews?
Yeah.
They're like they take over 80%.
They were known for money.
You never seen Tyler video? They banned him. Tyler got banned. We should have did a video on that.
Yeah,
no,
so-
he got banned
yeah,
because
he
he went
had
too hard
over-
on
the
Jews.
other dude like
they
him.
banned him. Yeah.
Yeah, he had.
But I think he's gonna come back though. But they did like demonetize.
Yeah. Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah, we gone.